usual, I overfill the cup. These Aussie bites were really delicious. Lots of fruit and nuts and really tasty. And more importantly, they're gluten-free, so I was able to enjoy them. Good job, Kenton. Let me show them my hair. Look, let me show them my hair. You know, Ken, you've never done my hair. You want to take out my twist? Take out my twist.
No, your mother's hair.
What do you mean?
Here, let me take out your twist.
Ah! No, take it out. Take out the rubber band. Let me see you take out the rubber band. You see, there's a rubber band. Gently.
Gentle.
Give me a scalp massage.
Yeah, this is nice, right?
Yep.
Edit it.
No, I'm not editing it.
This is how it's supposed to be.
About to get smacked.
See,
Violent. She is violent, potentially. So. So I'm going to be doing my hair using this beach curl from Model in 18 inches. New hair, who dis? So I'm in my bedroom and yeah, this is a process, okay? So this was filmed over 3 days. Like those of you who have natural hair, I'm sure you can understand. Like I literally wash my hair. One day is a whole event, okay? Detangling, combing, conditioning, pre-pooing, basically showing her, my hair, some love and tenderness. And then I blow dried it and then twisted it. So now we're going to oil it and then basically plan to braid her up. So my hair has grown quite a bit, I believe. I mean, think about it. It's only been a year and 3 months. Like I big chopped in September of 2020. So October of 2021 was 1 year. And now we're in January. So literally it's been a year and 3 months of new growth. So I'm pretty impressed. And I think it's because I'm very gentle with my hair. Like I'm really gentle and I use a lot of protective styles. Protective styles as in braids, wigs. I don't pull on my hair too much. Like I'm not pulling at my edges. And I'm the only one in my hair. That's the other thing. So it's an advantage that I'm able to do my own hair and avoid like too many hairdressers or things like that. Because some people will really pull out your hair and pull out your edges because they braid way too tight. Or you yourself are doing just too much, applying too much heat or not moisturizing your hair enough. Basically, you got to show it some love and attention. So anyway, that's what one of my twists looks like. That's what my hair looks like when it's combed out. So see, it's grown, right? And as you can see, it's pretty much an even length because usually when I wash my hair, I tend to trim my hair each time I do it. The other thing too is you'll notice I have quite a bit of gray hairs, but actually not a lot of gray hairs for someone my age. Like I've seen women in their 30s with the same amount of gray hair as I do. So I'm pretty fortunate that at 51, that's the only, that's the amount of gray hair I have. So I don't color my hair, I don't process it. I mean, I used to do all those things, but since I've cut my hair, I just decided I'm going au natural. Now, honestly, I am tempted sometimes to put color in my hair, but it's not a strong enough desire. I once had a patient. Part of my hesitation is that, because of my gluten sensitivity and just skin sensitivity, I just feel like I'm just going to be the one who uses hair dye and has a reaction to it. So not to say that all hair dye is the same. Like I have used like brown color in my hair years ago as highlights, not to cover up gray, just for fun, right? Years ago. And I haven't done that in a long time. But to cover up gray hair, like with black hair dye, I've seen patients have issues. Like I literally had a patient whose head swelled up, like she looked like a monster version of herself. You know, she was horrified. I was horrified. But of course, I didn't show her how horrified and fearful I was for her. But we ended up having to give her steroids. Like she had gone to the emergency room prior to seeing me. Eventually, the whole, thing, the swelling eventually cleared up. But the problem was apparently she was allergic to the black hair dye. So everyone's different, not to say that I know that my genetics are the same as hers. No, everyone's different, but sometimes it just feels like you don't want to be the one who took that chance. Like, am I going to be the one who has a major problem with hair dye? I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking about it too much. Anyway, for now, I'm not doing anything with my hair except letting it grow, taking care of it and letting it grow. And since I am going to New York, I want a protective hairstyle. Like, I don't want to be thinking about my hair. Yes, I can put my hair in a bun or I can do something really simple, but I don't want to think about it. So I'm just going to braid her up and put in a protective style. It's not for everyone, but it works for me. So this is how I believe that I'm maintaining my hair length and thickness. Now, I know some people think like, oh, my hair doesn't grow, your hair grows faster. I think a lot of times it's not that your hair doesn't grow, it's just that you're not maintaining the length or retaining the length. And part of that retention of length has to do with whether or not your hair is breaking quickly. If your hair is brittle or if you're putting too much heat in your hair is going to break, and so you're not going to see the length, because even though it's growing through the scalp, it's breaking at the end, so your hair, never grows as long as you want it to. Of course, the other thing too is nutrition. Nutrition does affect the quality of your hair. So does nutrition, diet, that's what I mean. Also hormones, your age. I mean, there are a lot of things, medication. There are a lot of things that affect your hair growth. So you got to try to be as healthy as possible if you actually, care about your hair. Of course, there's more to you than your hair. You are not your hair, as they say. I think a woman can be beautiful with hair or without. I mean, I've seen women that are bald that are beautiful. If you have, the nice bone structure, you might look really nice without hair. I personally don't think I look good without hair. So we gonna add some hair today. And so, yeah, she's braided up. Okay. This is a joke. I went downstairs. I wish you could have seen my mother's face. I went downstairs and told her that this was my hairstyle. She was so funny. She just sat there staring at me saying, Habiba, I'm going to need to get used to this. That's what she kept telling me. This is going to get taking used to. I was dying. I wish I had the camera to show you her reaction. But I told her, that this is the new look I'm going with to New York, and I think it's cute. Hey, I don't know. I think if my hair was silver like this, it would be cute, though. What do you think? What do you think? Okay, so I finished my hair last night. I didn't get much sleep not because I couldn't have, but because I woke up early, I woke up before I was supposed to wake up. So the hair is done. My mom hasn't seen it. I wonder what she's gonna say. I actually like the texture a lot, and I love the color. Like, it's, for some reason when I picked it up, it looked really dark in the packet, but then when I put it on, I'm like, oh, this color suits me. It's not super dark. It's not like a harsh black. Like, I never get a number one. I never get number one. It's too dark on me for my skin tone. So I always get like a number 2 or number 4. This is a number 4, color 4. So anyway, I'm really excited but also kind of nervous about going to New York. All right, let's have you see what the final look looks like. Oh. Yeah, all right. It's big, but it's not that big, actually. It looks like a very natural density. Let me show you. So what do you think? What do you think? Let me back up a little. Not bad, right? I think it looks pretty natural on me. Like it's, like I said, the color, you know, it's not too harsh. It looks good for my skin tone. And do you see, even though it's crochet, you got to do a little magic to make it look like a natural hairline, so you don't see like individual crochet parts. Do you see? See what I mean? Anyway, if you want to know exactly how I install this, I will link a video where I did the same exact technique. I'll link it below in the description box. And I also go in and kind of trim around the front, you know, to frame my face a little bit. So it's kind of layered just a little bit in the front, because I don't like it too long right next to my face or too heavy. So yeah, you see, and I didn't put too many packs of hair. I try to keep it very light, not super heavy and wiggy. I feel like at some point in the next maybe year or 2 years, my hair can get to this length. Obviously not this texture, but this length. Can you believe this girl is 51? 51, right? Okay, so what was I saying? I was saying that I'm excited, but I'm also very nervous about going to New York because, as you know, there have been several occasions New York has been the epicenter of the coronavirus in the US. And now we have Omicron, and knock on wood, thank God, my family and I have avoided being sick. In the last literally 2 years, we have not had this virus. We know that for a fact because randomly each one of us has had testing rather frequently. Kenton has to do it for law school. He has to be vaccinated for his job, for school. I have had to be vaccinated. Well, I haven't had to be vaccinated, but I have chosen to be vaccinated. And I thank God that so far so good. Everything has been good. The kids have been on and off campus several times. They've been home. None of us have gotten sick because they're very careful when they're on campus. They wear their masks, they're washing their hands, they're disinfecting. So we've all been super careful. But as you know, in this environment, no matter how careful you think you are, there are times where somebody's going to get you sick. The virus slips in somehow, either because you weren't super careful or just because of conditions, you know, that you had no control over. So for example, going on a plane, you know, I haven't done that in the last 2 years, but I know everyone is required to wear their mask. So I'm a little bit nervous about that, but again, I'm excited. And then there's the concern with my mom and moving and her house, and there's a lot going on, and I won't go into detail right now. You'll probably see that as I get there. Yeah, so I don't know. There's a lot of places in New York that I'd like to go, but I know given the current climate that it's more than likely that I'm not going to go to these places, or I'm not going to have an opportunity, or not that I'm not going to have an opportunity, I'm not going to want to go out like I used to want to go out. Did you hear about the story with, well, I'm sure you have, there have been several episodes of people being pushed off the train, or not pushed off the train, pushed into the train tracks, standing in the subway. I mean, horrible, horrific, and mostly Asian Americans have been the target. And I know, me personally, obviously, I believe, and I'm sure many of you do, that it goes back to, unfortunately, the racism that our former president perpetuated when he used to refer to the coronavirus as, you know, the Chinese virus, and all of that. And so there's, you know, a lot of that kind of racism that is apparent. And on top of that, of course, these people, a lot of the people that are perpetuating these crimes are people with mental illness, because New York right now that most people are at home or staying at home, working remotely, you've got the homeless, and not just the homeless, but people with psychiatric problems have taken over a lot of the city in areas where they didn't used to. Anyway, bottom line is you have to be super, super careful right now in New York City. You have to be super careful. And if you don't have to go on the subway, then I am told you should probably avoid it. We'll see, because I'm also sometimes an adventurous person, and sometimes I just go, it's not going to happen. God is with me. I'm just going to be fine. But I know that I also have to use common sense and not just say God is with me, right? All right, let's go see what Nana and Kenton are doing. You just have to be extra. What is Kenton wearing?
It's my work clothes.
That is not your work clothes.
That's for me.
Yeah, that is not your work clothes. I said put on a shirt.
My next meeting on Monday. I'm wearing.
I dare you, because I'm not here to verify that you did.
Huh?
I'm not here to verify that you did. You're probably not.
I'll find a way to verify it.
Uh-huh. All right, so Kenton, I was wondering, how do you feel about me going to New York? People are probably gonna wonder, how come you're not coming? Obviously, because you've got school and work. But how do you feel about me going to New York without you?
I just want you to be safe.
Yeah, come say it. Use it.
I mean, the feel about it is just, just want you to.
Or here, wait. I was kneeling for a while. Yeah. Should I look cute and have a good time and be on the subway?
No, just be safe. I mean, of course, be with your family and have a good time and, document, what's going on in New York.
Yeah.
But be safe. I mean, we're in the middle of a surge, and, don't just be aware of your surroundings. I mean.
So what are you going to be doing?
More of what I'm doing now, work and school.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not dressed up.
You're not dressed up? What is that you got on? What's that poncho you got on?
Miriam's poncho. Looks like
I'm sure Miriam will be very amused when she sees.
probably can't even fit it.
I know, she doesn't wear it anymore. I don't know. There's
too
some
small
things
to
she
be-
has she doesn't wear anymore.
What
do you think?
Look at that hair.
You
Look
like
at
it?
cameras.
Yeah, I finally put on a little bit of makeup.
And it looks really nice.
Yeah, it's
It
not
looks really nice.
it's not
It's
heavy.
very natural.
Yeah, right? And
I look like Mfufu.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Oh, look at my fat face. My
Compared
face, like,
to
yeah, I gotta
little-
move the camera away just so my face isn't so in it.
No, but I like the hair. You should have it like, yeah,
See, I cut kind of
Yeah.
bangs in the front, or
make it look
Right.
very natural.
right.
I
Yeah,
think I would like my hair like that.
I keep telling you that's not your hair texture, and you
It's
don't like
just I
braids.
need to.
She won't let me put braids in her hair. She'll have it in for 10 seconds.
Yes.
And then she takes it out. So you have to be able to be comfortable with braids if you want this, or just wear a wig,
Yeah.
right?
probably a
Just
wig.
the wig,
Oh
right?
my goodness, Miriam's poncho. It's a nice color, but
Yeah, that color, that poncho purple is not you, but it's comfy.
it's very comfy.
We got an unexpected letter from Kareem's school showing he's doing really well in his third year of university. You know, he's the most quiet in terms of talking about his accomplishments. Nana's insulting my snow. We had snow, okay? We had snow.
Shoot.
That's not snow?
No.
Oh,
It's bare covering of frost.
yeah, no, it is. But if you go down there, you can break a leg.
No, you can't. It's a
You can absolutely break a leg.
No, you
Okay,
cannot.
go outside. Go outside and dance.
Oh, she can't open the door.
Go outside, 'cause the door.
Yeah, be careful, mother. Yeah, okay. Let me see you. Look at her. She loves to show off, you see? Love to show off. Mind you fall down. Mind you fall down. Love to show off. It's snow out there. Be careful. It is? Well, it won't be tomorrow. A little bit of snow. It's supposed to snow again. We got this giant pomegranate here. I thought there's a special way to do it. Nana says no. Oh.
There you go.
Why didn't you cut yourself? It's not how I expected it kind of to look. It's kind of hard. It's quite big.
I got the... There you have it, and you just break it like this.
So you said we put it in rice? I've never heard that before.
I put the juice in, eat the thing and put it in rice in as a festive.
Did I ask you to eat my pomegranate? Look at her, she just start eating it. I asked you to cut it, not eat it.
I broke it open.
Is it sweet? I know that it's good for you and we're supposed to juice it. Really? You see, us Americans, we're spoilt. Usually I buy it already, you know, in the container.
Here, buy the juice.
Yeah. Is this something they have in Jamaica? Do you know?
Yes, it grows in Jamaica. It's a tropical fruit.
Really? Oh.
And then you spit out the seeds.
Yeah.
Just break it.
I feel like it. Oh, it's quite sweet.
That's what I've been saying.
It's quite sweet, but it's very cumbersome to eat it.
That's what I do on Thanksgiving. I've made pomegranate rice. I cook the rice and I just dress it in the dish, put it on the table.
Yeah, I feel like I don't have time to be putting this thing to my mouth. I'd rather take it out. Yeah, that was a giant pomegranate. Okay, so now you can enjoy it. You can pop these in your mouth. You feel like
Much easier just popping this in
yeah,
your mouth.
that looks good. That looks good when it's in a bunch.
Eat it.
No, I'm gonna eat this.
Put it in your mouth.
How do bougie people eat it? Do they eat it with a spoon?
No.
You just put it in your mouth.
It's a fruit, Habiba.
It just feels sloppy.
I'm not
So
eating
Nana
it.
says grandpa, who's her dad, and my grandma used to love it.
Yeah. I remember them just breaking into it and eating it.
Fountain of youth. Another fountain of youth, right?
However you want to look at it. It's an actual fruit from their country.
I think I bought it or Kenton got it for me for my charcuterie. And then over here, meatballs and a lot of veggies. I turned it off and it's still bubbling. That's how hot this thing is. It's still bubbling. And the fire is not even on. Eat that one. Eat the one like that. Cut that. Let's see.
You just cut it.
All right, let me see you cut it. Because I felt kind of awkward and clumsy with it.
You just peel it.
Where do you get such a big pomegranate, Kenton?
Yeah.
This is unusually big.
There's this guy selling it on the corner.
Stop lying. There was no guy on the corner. We don't have guy on the corner here.
You want
He
pomegranate?
said, "You want some weed?" I was like, "No, I don't do weed. How about pomegranate?" I said, "All right."
Very funny.
No, seriously, let me see. Did you cut it?
"Yeah, we just did."
All right, Nana says you're supposed to put that directly to your mouth. That's what she
I mean,
says.
there's no like right or wrong way. You can if you want.
Okay, let me see. Let me see you put it to your mouth.
Yeah, I'm not a monkey.
I just turned it off, Boo, because it's starting to burn.
I just thought I would share with you me frying green plantain. This is not the sweet plantain, this is the green one. So it's kind of the same as the sweet one, but it's barely ripe, so it's not sweet. But this is how my grandma used to do it. You put it back into the skin, you smush it, and then you put it back in the frying pan because the pieces are chunky. And when you do this, it flattens it out and gives you very crispy edges. So it's really delicious. And so again, it's not sweet. This one is more of a kind of savory. Some people like to add salt and pepper and other things to it, but I don't add anything. I like it just like this. So yeah, you smush it and then you put it back in the frying pan. It's very popular amongst the Spanish people, and it was kind of interesting because I didn't really know or hadn't thought about it, but my grandma was part Cuban. Like, you know, Caribbeans were all mixed up. Basically, yeah, my grandma's father was apparently Cuban, so who knew? What else we'll find? My mom and I have talked in the past. I guess we really need to do a 23andMe or, you know, those DNA tests because Caribbeans are all mixed up. And then, of course, you have my father who is Nigerian, and we like plantain as well. So that's why I'm totally obsessed with different versions of plantain. Because on both sides, you know, even though those cultures are not similar, we actually have a lot in common. Anyway, really good. You got to try it. Really good. And of course, I'm also going to go back to eating the healthy pomegranates.
See, if you avoid the membrane, it's not so bad. Let me go. I have to go edit this vlog for you that you're watching right now. Edit this vlog so it can be up for you on Sunday because I'll be traveling tomorrow. So I won't be able to do it tomorrow, Saturday, which is what I normally do. So I'm just gonna go upload this or edit it first, upload it, and hopefully you'll be watching this on Sunday. So wish me luck, wish my mom and I luck. Well, all the travelers out there, you know. Pray that we all stay safe, and next time I see you, I will be in New York. Bye.